Thank you, everyone. You guys just watching, you cheer everyone. You are all so beautiful. You guys are all so beautiful. Coming on a Saturday evening here and taking your evening with us, we are so thankful. And Dr. Bay, I can't speak more and be so more thankful for you and your organization. Hey, listen, oftentimes I have friends of mine say to me, Rich and Nicole, we pray that God heals your children of autism, because we have two children, 26 and 24. Younger one's nonverbal, that's James, and Daniel's here with us today. And to be honest, I don't know how to think about that statement. Because in a way, I'm thinking, thank you, but there's nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly fine. If you look beneath the surface, they are beautiful and perfect as is. Look, you saw Jonathan and Anna and Gia and Rami and Joseph, and you saw those people, our friends walking down here. They're beautiful. They're perfect as is. No? They are, you know, and they don't care if they eat hot dogs or caviar. They don't care if they wear Christian Dior or, I don't want to offend anybody, but Old Navy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They don't care. You guys know what a marathon is. Marathon is 26.2 miles of difficult running. I've never even thought of running a marathon. But you can run a marathon because it's not physical. I have like friends that are 65 years old running marathons. It's not physical, it's mental. When you have something that you have to fight for, or you're saying to yourself, I will not give up, I can't give up, you're gonna run. Do you guys know what an ultra marathon is? An ultra marathon sometimes is 100 miles, 150 miles. And it goes sometimes for days, 2 or 3 days, you keep on running, okay? That is something else entirely. And there's a version of this ultramarathon where you keep on running, and get this, you keep on running, and they don't tell you when it ends. Can you imagine the torture that is? So you're running, and when they tell you stop, that's when you know you're done. And so you're running and thinking, if I give up now, it could literally be 2 minutes from now, they'll say stop. I know you see a lot of parents in these videos sometimes smiling about their children, and they're grateful, but you guys know that behind the smile sometimes, it's not easy. The heroes, these moms and dads, these parents behind the scenes, they're not caring for their kids for a year, or 5 years, or 10 years, 20 years, 30. It's an ultramarathon. It's much worse than an ultramarathon. You don't get to stop. In fact, when you begin this race, you're gonna finish it. You just know. You can't stop, you won't stop. These parents are absolute heroes. And these kids, not kids, they're adults, they're absolute heroes, and so they need your help. And they're running this marathon, and as they cross the finish line, their parents sometimes are spent, and they collapse, but they're done. And what keeps them going is the crowd. You guys are in the crowd handing them water, clapping them on, cheering them on. And that is what I see today, and it's so beautiful. And so please do reach deep, really deep, as deep as you can, and support CIDA. You know, personally, you know, as our kids are getting older, you know, we're learning more. We're getting older, and so we're learning more about life. And we realize that there's only 2 things that we care about, right? And so as they get older, they need a place of employment, they need something to do, they need a place to live. And then after their parents are gone, they need a place. 2 things that we worry about most, my wife and I. Number 1, most important, is where they go after they die. So maybe not everyone shares this, but for us religious, where they go to church, who brings them to church after we're gone is really important, right? So eternity, what happens after you die? But the second thing that keeps us alive is how they die. Okay, of course, we want to know how they live and what they eat and what kind of jobs they have. But quite frankly, again, hot dogs or caviar, it doesn't matter. Christian Dior, Old Navy, it doesn't matter. How they die. And so who's going to translate for James when the only person that understands that secret language between mother and child is broken and gone? How is he going to feel when he's having pain or discomfort and he doesn't understand and no one can explain it to him? Hate to be macabre, but that is kind of what keeps us awake at night and this ultra marathon of life that we live. And so these are all the things that, as the parents and especially the moms are running this ultra marathon and they collapse, this is where we come in and help. And so, again, please reach deep down, fill this form out, and we thank you for all your support. And Dr. Bay, we can't thank you enough. When we first met you, we were lost. And there was nobody with a PhD, let alone with professionalism, to gain our trust. And not only did she take care of her child, she was taking care of ours and yours, and that takes a special human being. So please do support her. Thank you again, Dr. Bay, and everyone else here.